Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is opening up the kingdom for business. He's bringing in liberal new measures in an ultra-conservative kingdom ruled largely by men. Much has been made of the prince's move to increase women's rights in the country. But will this new kingdom really give Saudi women greater freedom? Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 is underway, a project to diversify the Saudi economy away from oil and to embrace tourism, international business ventures and arts and culture. It includes lifting an almost 40-year ban on cinemas. The Crown Prince wants to return the kingdom to moderate Islam, but perhaps most significant are proposed new measures for women in the country, who have been pushing for change for years. In 1990, 47 women took to the roads to protest restrictions on their freedom to drive. All were arrested, lost their jobs and were banned from travelling. 2 decades later, as revolution swept the Arab world, Saudi female activists started the Women to Drive campaign, using social media to mobilise. It's looking like their determination has paid off. On June 28th, the ban will be lifted.
وهذا الشيء راح يساعدنا ان احنا نصير نخدم نفسنا ما لنا بحاجه لحدا يعني يودينا ويجيبنا ولا للسواقين ولا للشيء يعني كل واحده راح تصير حره لحالها مستقله يعني راح يكون في شويه استقلاليه للمراه انها تروح وين ما تجي وين ما تروح ما هي محتاجه لاحد انه تاجل مواعيدها وطلعاتها عشان بانتظار حد يوديها واحد يجيبها.
But is change coming quickly enough for women in the kingdom? While the Crown Prince is applauded for his new liberal stance, rights groups point to a backlash on the ground. They claim that at least 11 activists were arrested in a recent crackdown and publicly branded traitors in government-aligned media.
Given the significant loosening of certain restrictions on women's activities in Saudi Arabia in recent months, including the forthcoming ending of the ban on women driving, it's perplexing why both women and men engaged in campaigning for such positive developments are now being targeted by the authorities.
Even though the country's male guardianship law has been relaxed, women in the kingdom are still unable to travel abroad, open a bank account or start a business without permission from a male relative. According to custom, men financially support women and their children, meaning women who are divorced or widowed struggle without a man's income. It's led some to suggest that outside of the liberal elites, not much has changed for ordinary Saudi women. Saudi Arabia is teetering on the edge of real change. Can the country's young crown prince find a way to keep clerics happy, whilst ensuring the promise of a modern, outward-looking Saudi Arabia includes its own female citizens?